yeah. Here we go. Puppy 3. Welcome back to the DFS Dose stream. Whether you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you're watching, we appreciate it. Joey, it's a great day. Great day to be alive.
Yep. Underdog released the Puppy 3, their third $5 best ball tournament of the season so far. $200K to first for this one, $100K to second. The Puppy 2 was $100K to first, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And the Puppy 1 was $50K to first. So they've increased the prize pool in every single contest so far.
So this show will probably fill, right? This shit's gonna fill next week, and Puppy 4 will be $400K to first.
At this rate, honestly, because a bunch of degenerates just hammering this contest and all these best ball contests as soon as they come out. This should fill in about 10 days or so, give or take. That's how long they've all been filling. So Puppy 3, it's a good day. And if you're watching this, we haven't entered in yet. That's why we're still at the loading screen. So if you want to have a chance to draft with us, if you're watching, we're about to enter right now. So you just got to be ready. It's honestly luck of the draw. Hopefully we don't mess up and
hopefully drafts. We get in the same draft, right?
Yeah. So we're about to enter right now. So like I said, if you want to try and join with us, now's your chance. Ben, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. 1, 2, 3. All right. 10 people. So this is a new draft.
I'm in a different one.
You got in a different one? All right. You got to join. You got to just double up.
Oh,
you got to double up. Get in this one.
It might be chalked because I have $0 left in my account. I gotta hold up.
All right, abort. See, we're fucking up the live stream already, dude.
Fuck. Wait, I'm depositing right now.
I left.
All right.
We're messing up the live stream. We got like 7 people watching, and they're like, "Yo, these fucking amateurs over here, dude."
I don't think anybody's.
That's just terrible luck. But luck isn't real. So
all right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, and so click yes.
Yes.
1.
Waiting for 5. Hurry up. Get in there.
Yes. All right. Waiting for 5. It's probably the same draft I was just in. We need 5 if you're in this. If you're watching, hop in. 4 people left. 7 viewers. Probably should fill this out. But yeah, so
don't mind me. I'm just doing 2 drafts now at the same time. Straight.
Right, let's go into dark mode. Light mode is kind of trash, but I mean that's just unfortunate that that draft had 1 spot left. But that's what you get when this tournament is filling and
so fast.
And
literally so fast.
And not even I was gonna say 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes per draft.
That's a fact, bro. There are so many. 101 Dalmatians in this bitch lately.
Yeah, so I mean we should have a good amount of our Discord members in here. They said that they wanted to draft with us. They're watching. They're probably in this bitch ready to go.
Yup.
I just hope I get the same 2 at once. Hey,
struggle's real, homie.
Hey, if you want to max enter and just only do fast drafts, where I think the edge is the highest is in fast drafts.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta table. You gotta do 2, 3 at a time, for sure. All right, filled. All right, where we at? I got the 106. Ben has the 108. We got double TDs, which is YSYL in the chat. He got in there. I don't see Houston or anybody else. So at least we got 1 in the chat. Draft starts in 45 seconds. So 108, I think that is one of the worst spots in the draft. So kind of unfortunate for you. 106, pretty solid, but the middle of the draft is kind of tough, especially after the running back fall off. So I might be considering a wide receiver there at the 106. Houston, just watching today, busy at work. Yeah, can't work. You know who works in 2021, right?
I mean, bro, I'm here right now. I'm in. Wait, you said double TDs is YSYL?
Well, yeah,
Oh,
he's at the
we're in both
110.
together. All right, so we're gonna struggle through this together, him and I.
Hey, you could just pull one up on your phone or you could just have two tabs open.
I got two screens, dog. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm ready for
You
this.
just have two tabs open. All you have to do is pay attention to when it says like one till your next pick, and you're good to go.
Hmm.
All right, 106
That's
here.
underway. How we feeling? Pretty standard top three.
Yeah, pretty standard start. Are we in a wide receiver heavy room? That's the question that's going to be answered
Remains
here
to be
shortly.
seen. We got a couple dudes with shields, so that means that they've done at least, I think, 500 or 1,000 paid drafts.
Doesn't a shield also mean like you're a winner, like you won a tournament though, or something?
I don't think so. I think that's on DraftKings. They differentiate based on if you've won or not. I think that Underdog, it's just different colored shields depending on how many you've played in.
Okay.
I believe.
As you could see, no shield over here. Probably will never have a shield unless I bank a tournament. So it is what it is. Right here, I'm fine with going Adams or Kelsey, but since Zeke falls to me at 106 and I have him personally above Derrick Henry, I'll take him at 106 and probably get an upside wide receiver one in the second round that'll fall to me. Okay.
Patrick Mahomes goes 7. All right. That's
interesting strategy, Sensei. Hope it works out for you, bud.
Go ahead and grab my son Adams here. I think that it's the best pick available at 1.8. See, I don't mind the 1.8 range. Like if you can land Tyreek, Adams, or sort of Diggs, or even Barkley in this range, I'm pretty happy with all those picks.
Yeah, I agree. And
it's just the third round fall off. But if people are taking Mahomes, some of those third round players might last later than they should. We'll see what Sensei J does in the second round. Maybe he'll grab I don't know, like Keelan Cole or something.
Yeah, and then the good thing with Adams specifically is that obviously it's a new tournament, so his ADP of 107 doesn't matter as much as it might in Best Ball Mania 2, where it's been going on for a couple months now, and people were drafting him, at the 18th, 19th pick and not pick 8. So that also works out in your favor. So I think he's probably the best pick available right there. And Tyreek is the wide receiver. Tyreek was drafted as a wide receiver 1 in this draft. You took Adams as the wide receiver 2. So everybody feels different about those guys, but those are pretty much the consensus. Diggs goes, Barkley, Kelsey, Chubb. Kelsey at the 112. I haven't seen him go that late in a minute.
Yeah, you don't see that every day anymore.
That's solid value for him. I'm not even gonna front. Double QB for all the money. Yeah. So we'll see how well that works out for Sensei. But I'll never take a quarterback in round 1 or round 2 or round 3. The earliest I'm taking Mahomes is round 4. If I have Tyreek or Kelsey. If not, I'm fine just waiting till round 5, round 6, when you can get a Lamar, Josh Allen, Kyler Murray, all guys who have the upside to be the overall quarterback 1. Yeah, I can't believe that he went first round either.
Yeah.
Just bad.
Got me feeling like this is DraftKings or something.
just bad. I mean, here, Antonio Gibson is interesting if he falls, and he does. So Antonio Gibson or DK Metcalf? That's the question.
I don't know. It depends how concerned you are that J.D. McKissick was still out there taking all the third down snaps in the preseason, just like I knew he would be.
Yeah, you're a fortune teller. Oh, this is interesting.
Okay. You're all aboard the Antonio Gibson train?
Yeah, I mean, I think Antonio Gibson has elite upside if he gets more work in the receiving game. And I know J.D. McKissick is still there. You mentioned him. I'm not scared of JD McKissick. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not scared of McKissick. If I get a chance to get Zeke and Antonio Gibson on a squad, I will take that. I mean, DK Metcalf, Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb are all interesting there. But I'd rather just solidify my running back core. I'm only going to take 4 now. So that kind of locks me into, a 2-4-10-2 build is kind of what I'm shooting for. I saw, I forget where the article is from. So I don't want to like steal this person's hard work, but 2-4-10 was one of the highest win rate builds last season, but utilized at one of the lowest rates. And I think we could see that same trend in 2021, where people aren't using it as much as they should. So obviously I don't want to lock myself into a specific build, but if I can come away in an 18-round team with a 2-4-10-2 build and, have my elite upside running backs and my high-end tight end 1 and a high-end QB 1, I love that build, and just hope that the quantity of wide receivers outweighs the quality.
I think that makes a lot of sense, especially because we know wide receivers have the most volatility. Those late round guys can still explode for big weeks that you get late.
Yeah, and I just remembered it was TJ Hernandez, 4 for 4 football, put out an article about win rates for best ball. So if you want, you could just go find that article. I don't have it linked or anything. I just remember the chart where he posted the best ball win rates, and it was just pretty interesting to see what builds were utilized higher than others relative to the field. So
Najee Harris and Clyde Edwards-Helaire remain on the board midway through the third. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's very interesting. I might go 3 running backs here.
I mean, God, Najee at pick 30, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
How can you not? How can you not at that point? That's crazy.
I'm drafting all the running backs today, no wide receivers. Even though Najee and Zeke have the same bye, that's tough.
Even still,
if they had a different bye, I would only go 3. I would only take these 3. Damn, that's tough. Now my wide receivers are going to be horrible though, but Najee in the mid-3rd round, I haven't seen that in months.
Nah, I mean, dude, I took him at pick 20 in this other draft that I'm in right now.
Yeah, that's nutty. I haven't seen that in a while, but I don't want to take another one, but I have to because of the same.
But you could wait super late, grab Malcolm Brown or something,
Yeah. Speaking of that Miami situation,
apparently
all 3 guys are going to split the workload in Miami. I mean, honestly, I was obviously a big fan of Myles Gaskin last year. Picked him up in our, home league that we're in. Got a great season out of him. But was drafting him earlier in the season when he was going in the 9th round, and we talked about it on one of the live streams earlier in the year. And then his ADP shot up to like the 5th round, and I'm pretty sure I have like 0 shares of Gaskin in the 5th round. So I guess it worked out, but yeah, they're going to use Malcolm Brown and Savon Ahmed. I don't know about Myles Gaskin anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean he should be the primary pass catching back, but there's just so many mouths to feed there with Gesicki, Parker, Fuller, Waddle. It's like, how much work is Gaskin really going to get, especially if the reports are true and Malcolm Brown's going to be the primary goal line back. It's just, God, he's like a glorified JD McKissick that's going 10 rounds earlier. So
So
stone fade at this point. I mean, I guess we'll see where his ADP falls in these puppy 3 drafts.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of these running backs in this range are fades, in my opinion. Gaskin, Josh Jacobs, Sanders, Kareem Hunt are all running backs that I don't have many shares of. Mike Davis included in that. I think he's one of the easiest fades in fantasy football. Just a career journeyman running back that has subpar talent behind a subpar offensive line. Could potentially lose his job to multiple players. They might go out and sign a running back before the regular season starts. I mean, if you're drafting Mike Davis in the 4th round, you're part of the rake. I'll say it.
Absolutely.
You are part of the rake. So
sorry, amped Phil.
Yeah,
sorry, brother.
That's just not good, in my opinion. But right here, I'm gonna look to get another wide receiver, but it'll be interesting to see if any of these like quarterbacks or if Pitts falls to me at 5'6". He's not taking Pitts. He already had a tight end. These 3 guys in front of me could take Pitts, so we'll see. If Pitts is there, I'll most likely take him. I'm high on Pitts. We're both high on Pitts for this
true 0 wide receiver at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I think Pitts goes.
Pitts goes here. Yeah.
So, I mean, Josh, Kyler, Lamar are all interesting though, because you want that elite quarterback, and I think after those guys and Dak can be included in that too. It's hard to replace the production. So I might take an unstacked Josh Allen. Should I do that?
I don't know. Should you? Over Odell or Robbie? I don't know.
Josh or Kyler?
I mean, I'm going Josh between those two. I'm a big Josh Allen guy.
Josh Allen.
Followed by Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, my clock is off again, so if you're watching this, don't pay attention to the timer. My PC got hacked last night somehow, and it messed up like all of my. That definitely kills my dick stack. Yeah, sorry. I was just looking at your team and had to take them.
Savage.
Just playing. But yeah, my computer got hacked last night. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
My monitors just went black. I was editing the latest video on the YouTube channel. If you guys are watching on YouTube about the wide receivers that we like, I was editing it, and then I had something up on my other monitor, a Twitch stream, and my computer just went black. Both monitors went black. I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? They went black for like 5 minutes. PC finally came back. Had to exit everything out. Everything gone. Accounts erased. Everything.
Bro, did you check? You better check your PayPal and bank statements and shit.
I had to log back into Underdog, log back into PayPal, log back into all the YouTube stuff, and do all that. It was just a mess. I don't know what the hell happened. Somebody's coming for me.
Yeah, bro. I keep telling you, you gotta lay off the Warzone hacks.
Dude, I don't need to hack in Warzone because I'm great. Now we got 10 people watching. If you ever want to play Warzone with us, we're always down to join or to have new people join the squad. We got our squad of homies that we usually run with, but they're kind of ass.
Yep.
Hate to say that about my boys, but honestly, I don't. I mean, Ben is pretty average himself. I'm definitely the leader of the squad. So if you ever want to join with us, just hit us up on Twitter. Ask us to play Warzone, and we'll carry you. Well, Ben won't. I will.
That's cap. Yeah. We'll have to run sometime, homie.
I'm just. Yeah. Oh yeah. If you want, join up. I'm gonna go with Mark Andrews here. I'm going 0 wide receiver. 0 wide receiver all day.
Yo, your team is dead.
My team is dead.
No.
Hey, this is how some people love to draft, dude.
No, I'm wrong. I didn't realize that you had Julio in there. I thought you truly had no wide receivers.
Nah, I got one.
So, okay, all right.
Don't front on me.
All right, so it may not be dead, but all right.
It's almost dead.
It's on life support.
It's on life support. Hey, this team is gonna buck the trend of needing to draft wide receivers. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show everybody that you could win drafting running backs with your first 3 picks and 1 wide receiver in your first 6 picks. Okay. That's what's going to happen with this team.
One of the sharpest best ball players I know and that we know, James Brimacombe, preaches to just completely ignore all of the data that we have on, RB dead zone and just hammer these players for differentiation's sake. So, I mean, shit, one of these crazy builds wins this year coming up, and next year is going to, who knows? Because these tournaments are going to be launching way earlier next offseason. There's going to be so much more data and research done into best ball next offseason. It's going to be crazy.
And it's also that best ball is still so new that we don't really know what is the most optimal strategy. We're all just guessing,
Right. We know what worked last year.
Yeah, and if we take anything away from DFS, we know that what wins in a previous season doesn't win in a new season. I say this all the time. In 2019, on DraftKings specifically, you hammered the expensive running backs and you filled in the rest of your roster with some cheap wide receivers, cheap tight end. If you followed that same strategy in 2020, you were a losing player.
Absolutely.
In 2020, you had to pay up for the elite wide receivers and the elite quarterback and find the value at running back. And, just looking and examining at the 2 seasons, that just goes to show how much shit changes year over year. And best ball is still new, that we don't really know what's optimal and what's going to win. And, so you just got to be open to trying new builds and, cover all your bases. I think what's the go-to gun / setup for Warzone? Ben hasn't played much because he's not a true soldier.
That's cap. I mean,
so the go-to setup right now, the meta, as they say, would be the C58, which is an AR, or the Krig, and then secondary Mac 10. You can also run the Bullfrog. They just nerfed the MP5, which was kind of the meta again. They just nerfed that today. But yeah, C58 Mac 10 is what I run. Krig Mac 10 is probably the second best.
I mean, but if you're really truly elite, kind of like how I am, you're probably going to be using a Car 98 at some point, just hitting snipes left and right, just knocking people's domes off. That's how I roll.
This is when we need the squad to join in on the stream so they could back me up when I say Ben can't snipe.
That's cap.
That's why we tell you to put the sniper down.
Yo, it'd be your own friends that don't want you to win.
Bro, we want to win, but if you're doing something that hinders the squad, we're gonna tell you to change it up. You feel me?
Can't believe what I'm hearing.
Brandon Cooks, 8th round. I mean, that's fine. Jarvis Landry, it's your pick, Ben. You're a sheep. You're following the wide receiver heavy.
No, I mean, well, right here, I'll take 7 picks worth of ADP value to complete my Rodgers to Adams stack. Don't really have to worry about the late round Rodgers teams. Like we said, this tournament just launched, so all those teams that got the 11th round Rodgers due to fear, not a concern for this tournament. Which I actually want to say, I like that. I like that they are launching these tournaments multiple times throughout the offseason rather than just doing one insane tournament where it's $1 million to first, but it's just launched at the beginning and people are drafting into the same thing all offseason because this resets it. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to draft players like Rodgers or draft players like Darrell Henderson. The fact that they're releasing the tournament multiple times throughout the year, I think that's really nice, actually.
Shout out to my wife for calling me in the middle of me watching the live stream. Hey, happy wife, happy life. That's the motto.
That's the motto of a true simp if I've ever heard one.
That's definitely your motto then. That's definitely your motto.
Never simped a day in my life, sir.
That's pure cap. That's pure cap. But I mean, honestly, I don't mind my team. Got a solid running back core, got some wide receivers that I like for this year. And like I said, quantity, going to fill out the rest of my wide receiver core throughout the rest of the draft. I'm pretty set on, my 2 onesie positions in quarterback and tight end. I'll wait to draft those late. I'm set on running back. Craig 6 and Mac 10. Yeah, we're kind of hopping from fantasy to Warzone right now. Craig 6 and Mac 10 is a great loadout.
Yeah.
The Mac 10.
I love the Mac 10.
The Mac 10 hits different.
Especially after they nerfed I haven't played since they nerfed the MP5, but that just makes it even better in that class.
Yep. But yeah, hopping back and forth. Reiterate, if you ever want to play with us, just hit us up. We're always down.
Joey's a pretty decent Warzone player, so
bro, I will pull up the COD tracker right now. I will expose everything. Do you want me to do that?
You can do whatever you want to do. I mean, we should probably focus on the draft though, right? For the people's sake.
Yeah.
I'm on the clock right now, and I don't even know.
But you're talking shit though, and there is literal statistical proof that I am better than you at Call of Duty.
Yeah, you are better. I know. I'm just saying that it's close.
It's not that close, to be honest. But it's neither here nor there. Like you said, we got to focus on the draft. We got a couple people watching. They're like, "What is Warzone?" never played Warzone.
Nah, I mean, Warzone's pretty popular, I would say.
Nah, I would assume mostly everybody has at least played one match of Warzone. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate my team. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, you got some upside. Obviously you're a big DJ Chark guy. We talked about it on the last episode of the podcast. You can also find that clip on YouTube right now. Came out early this morning. Just sort of talking about some of our favorite wide receiver targets, and DJ Chark is one of them.
Yep. Love DJ Chark this year. Absolutely love him. I know a lot of people are out on him, and we talked about it in the video. So make sure you go check that video out. Just broke down clips from our recent podcast. So if you want to listen to the full episode, you can go and listen to us talk about players each. But for the video on YouTube, Ben outlined 2 of his guys. I outlined 1 of mine. So you can go check that out and see who we like for 2021, potentially win some money off those guys. But yeah, a lot of people are out on DJ Chark. I'm not. I'm willing to give it 1 more year of Chark with Trevor Lawrence incoming. Just willing. I'm just willing to die with DJ Chark this season. So
I mean, you were a big DJ Chark guy.
Yeah, last season too. I had DJ Chark in our home league. Didn't really work out. So
see, I'm under pressure right now. I'm on the clock in 2 drafts, so I'm trying to
If you're really high on Chark, you should wait to catch him past ADP since he's falling a lot. Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense. I mean, I took him actually before ADP. I just needed to get another wide receiver at that point for this specific team, so I couldn't really wait. I couldn't wait to see if Chark would fall to me. But yeah, I do agree that his ADP will probably get lower than 79 in the upcoming weeks, especially with his finger injury. But I went ahead and took Gabriel Davis just to get a stack. I mean, that's one of your guys in the video that you outlined, and I've been out on him, but I'll take him to complete a stack. Yeah, in this draft, yeah, for sure. This has been a wide receiver heavy room, so my 3 running back early strategy, is maybe bad, but getting Najee Harris 11 picks past ADP in the middle of the 3rd round, I literally could not pass that up, even though I have maybe 3% Najee Harris total in all of these best ball drafts. I'm not taking him in the 2nd round over a DK Metcalf or Justin Jefferson. Personally, I'm just never doing that. But in the mid 3rd, God, it's hard not to secure that volume. Probably 300 touches, work in the receiving game. The efficiency probably won't be there with Harris, but the volume certainly will be. So I was not passing that up.
No, I wouldn't either.
In the third round, absolutely not. But it all worked out. I'm gonna fill out my receiving core now. Probably grab one of these running backs soon, as well, and we'll see how the team ends up. I mean, I'm gonna have one of the strongest running back cores though out of this 12-team league. So
Yeah, you will. You will.
one of the weakest wide receiver cores though. It's all good.
Yeah, who needs wide receivers?
Yeah, it's 2021. We're going back to smash mouth football.
Gonna establish the run. Shout out to Silva.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, personally, I don't mind my wide receivers, but I'm also higher than consensus on a lot of these guys that I have. So I don't mind them personally. Other people might find them disgusting.
I love Darnell Mooney.
It is what it is. Yeah, I think Mooney has a lot of upside, especially when Fields comes in.
Yeah, and if you or any of the viewers out there caught his debut in the preseason, bro, he's gonna be there sooner rather than later. He's ready.
How do you feel about Bryan Edwards?
I don't know. How should I feel about him?
I'm gonna go with the double stack.
Apparently, Edwards has been playing ahead of John Brown, which I think is pretty interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't expect that.
Obviously, we didn't see much from him last season, so I don't really know what to expect. But a lot of people in the fantasy industry are high on Bryan Edwards, and I respect a lot of people's opinions that I follow on Twitter. So I think he's a fine pick. His ADP is definitely shot up, but kind of the same thing with Devontae Adams. His ADP from months ago doesn't really matter in the puppy 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 137, I think is fine. Obviously, the offense isn't great. The Raiders were a top 10 offense in points scored last year. That's not going to happen again. I will put my life on it. So I expect them to regress back to, like a bottom 15, bottom 10 offense. But he should start, I think, as the outside guy. Henry Ruggs is still there. Waller is still the alpha in that offense. I don't know. I don't know what his upside is. That's kind of my question.
His upside.
What's his ceiling, in your opinion?
His ceiling is being the second option on a run-first team on an offense that we expect to decline. Right? Like, I guess his absolute ceiling would be being the, technical wide receiver 1, the second option behind Darren Waller. If Henry Ruggs is a true bust, I guess his upside would be taking over, for Ruggs as the, quote unquote wide receiver 1 in that offense. But I don't think that that's very likely. First of all, I mean, I think that Henry Ruggs with, he went with the 11th overall pick last year. I think that he's going to have a longer leash to prove himself. It's only his second year. Like, Darren Waller is well established, and Derek Carr is not going to be out there supporting a ton of pass catchers. We think that Josh Jacobs and Kenyon Drake are probably going to be centerpieces of this offense. I don't know. I'm not too bullish on Bryan Edwards, to be honest, and I think that John Brown can still play. Like, he was good last year. He dealt with some injuries, but he's still a good wide receiver.
Yeah, no, I do agree with everything that you said. I don't have much Bryan Edwards up to this point, especially if you have to take him in the 12th, 13th round. I'm kind of out on him for the reasons that you outlined, and then obviously a lot of competition for targets with Ruggs, Waller, Hunter Renfrow there still, who plays quite a bit. John Brown, they went out and signed. So think we're out on Bryan Edwards. I'm fine with that. But so how's my team shaping up? I got a nice double stack with Cole Beasley and Gabriel Davis. I know Cole Beasley has been the center of attention, for the last month or so on Twitter and whatnot, but it looks like he's locked and loaded as the wide receiver 2 on a pass heavy offense. And if you can get him in the 11th round, I'm fine with that. Like, I just took him double stack, Gabe Davis, Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley had 5 100-yard receiving games last year?
Yeah.
Which was like 10th in the NFL, or 12th, like top 12 at least in terms of 100-yard receiving games. So Cole Beasley is probably undervalued for his role in the Bills offense as the wide receiver 2, and should provide a nice floor for this team. Gabriel Davis, obviously the ceiling guy that you like. So get a nice double stack with that, and I like the way my team's shaping up, honestly.
Team's got heavy nuts.
Very heavy nuts. With yeah, so.
I mean,
What you got to say?
I don't know how much, like, I know we listened to it a few weeks ago back on the podcast, Cole Beasley's latest banger, Heavy Nuts. You could actually find the lyric breakdown on this YouTube channel. But that song is a straight banger. I listen to it every day when I wake up just to get me in the right mindset to attack the day. Make sure my nuts are heavy and just go hard about the day. Rise and grind. You feel me?
I feel you. Gotta listen to that to get you hyped for the day. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with my team not super stoked. LOL. Let's take a gander at your squad. You got Ryan Tannehill, Matt Ryan. So you're done at quarterback. Dobbins. I don't like that it does that. Dobbins, Swift, Harris, Ronald Jones, pretty solid. Diggs, Ridley, Robbie, Cooks, Gage, and TJ Hawkins. I mean, it's not I like it, honestly.
No, it's not bad.
I like it. I don't like Dobbins, but other than that, team's solid. Team is very solid. Let's take a look at your team. What direction are you going? All right. You're going with quarterbacks who have no rushing upside. That's an interesting strategy. Jonathan Taylor, Chris Carson, Tony Pollard, Kenyon Drake. That's very solid. Adams, Woods, Odell, Kenny G, Mike Will, MJJ, and Evan Ingram. Okay.
I feel pretty solid about my team. Obviously, yeah, you're right about the quarterback upside there with Stafford and Rodgers. I'm kind of banking on both of them to get like 40 touchdown seasons for that to really pay off. But look,
yeah,
I'm a big Stafford guy. I think he's going to have a career year this year.
I mean, if it's any year to have a career year, it's definitely his first season in a Sean McVay led offense with some good weapons at his disposal in Woods, Kupp, Jacob Harris. So, not Tyler Higbee. You see how I left him out?
Yeah, no, for sure. Van Jefferson, though, you didn't leave him out, right?
Desean Jackson, who's reportedly having a great camp too. He's going to be the wide receiver 3, I think, the deep threat, and then they're going to mix in Van Jefferson and Tutu Atwell as their wide receiver 4. Love that for them. Right here, I think this is a good time to go with Crowder.
Why did Marlon Mack go in the 14th round? Did I miss something?
Dude, Marlon Mack looked good in the preseason game.
I mean, yeah, but you don't have to take him 60 picks ahead of ADP, though.
Hey, he took Mahomes 7th.
Oh, all right. So, say less.
I mean, Marlon Mack as your RB4 when you got David Montgomery and Josh Jacobs, 2 high volume guys. I don't know. I don't think you need to take Marlon Mack right there. But yeah, man, I was skeptical about my team at first, fading wide receiver early, but I don't mind any of these guys that I've drafted. Honestly, I like Chark, I like Mooney a lot, I like Corey Davis. Got Crowder, so I'm looking at maybe Zach Wilson here, maybe reach on him a little bit as my QB2. Get the quarterback done, and then just focus on wide receivers. Big Ben goes at pick 169, so we're going to be at 174. So I could take him a full round above ADP, or I could wait. What's the play?
I think that you most likely wait with Josh Allen. I think.
Yes.
If there's
I got the strat. You'll watch. I'm not taking the quarterback here.
All right.
And I will take John Brown here. I think that works out. John Brown here. Just many wide receivers as possible. See, I started late wide receiver. Now I have the most wide receivers out of any team in this draft.
Right.
So right now I got 9.
They couldn't hold you down. They thought
couldn't.
they could.
They couldn't. You can never hold me down.
Mm.
And I got a nice double stack in there and a high-powered offense. I got, 300 touches out of my 3 running backs? Sheesh. Everybody don't draft another team because I'm winning. Running back heavy to start. I'm not taking another one till the 18th round.
Give me my son. This is my new son. I just adopted him.
The adoption papers went through?
Yeah. I'm taking my boy.
You're taking him on a team where you have Stafford and a pass catcher, though.
Yeah, it's a Rams onslaught. My boy Xavier. Like, he's making a case for a role on this team. He's been involved a lot with the first team. You know, we already know Darrell Henderson has struggled to stay healthy, and you know that's even a concern that Sean McVay has echoed. I think you know Jones is next up after Henderson, and I don't know, bro. I don't know. It ain't gonna be Jake Funk. I know.
I mean,
that.
Wendy's has a nice double stack. Yeah, Wendy's fucks.
Yeah, Baconator.
I mean, Baconator is a top tier fast food burger. No cap.
Absolutely.
I think we both agree on that. Even though Ben doesn't like Five Guys, put in the chat. What do you think the best burger joint is? We live in New York, so we don't have In-N-Out or Shake Shack in upstate.
Mm-hmm.
New York is where we live, but Shake Shack is top tier for sure. Five Guys is top tier.
Five Guys is literal dog shit.
See, that's fighting words.
That shit is carnival food. That's why they serve peanuts on the counter.
A homemade burger, LOL. They are all trash.
Okay.
Honestly, I'll take a Five Guys burger over a homemade burger. Am I bugging?
That's just because you suck at grilling burgers.
No, it's just Five Guys fucks. Okay.
Well,
like,
I guess.
What do you mean you guess?
Ben wants a thumbs down on the video. Hey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got to be true to myself, man. I can't pander just because people love, terrible food. I got to keep it thorough. Got to keep it real.
No. Ben also thinks Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a terrible cereal. So that's all you need to know about this guy.
I would rather eat Cheerios. I'd rather have like Raisin Bran, like anything.
That says a lot about somebody if they don't like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Golden Grams, they're like the better version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. They're literally the same thing except one is honey and one is cinnamon. That's going to honey 10 out of 10 times. Without question.
Why do? Yeah. Hashtag. Let's leave that up on the screen. Don't. Yeah. Yes. Cancel. This dude has the worst opinions of all time. I don't even know. You don't even know. You only see what he puts out, but I know.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Five Guys. This dude thinks Butterfingers are better than Snickers.
I love a good
Butterfingers. Make the case for a Butterfinger over a Snicker. You walk into Speedway.
Yeah.
What is the thought process of choosing a Butterfinger? First of all, I've never seen anybody buy a Butterfinger from the gas station, period.
We've been through this.
In my 23 years of life, I could drink a gallon of Cinnamon Toast Crunch of milk. That's what I'm saying. The milk afterwards is golden.
I mean, I think there's something wrong with people who drink milk after cereal anyways, or drink milk straight in any type of way whatsoever. Milk is nasty, bro. Milk is a cooking ingredient, like to make your mac and cheese a little creamier. You feel me?
I mean,
It's not a
chocolate milk
beverage.
fucks.
I guess if you're like 10.
Dude, you ever have a nice warm chocolate chip cookie right out of the oven and a
Yes.
nice glass of milk?
Well, what do you need the milk for if it's good for the bones? Yeah. Isn't that like a myth though? Or no?
Butterfingers are
wrong.
nah, cancel
Thank you,
Jason
sir.
too.
Thank you, Jason. About time. Look, I'm on the clock in 2 fucking leagues right now, and I'm talking about Butterfingers. I'm about to mess this up. I'm just taking Van Jefferson. I hope this is on the Stafford team.
It is.
And it is. Okay.
Oh my god, you have the worst opinions of all time.
You guys got me heated.
See, Butterfingers might be good to some people, but are you taking that above a Snickers, a Kit Kat, a Twix, a Reese's cup?
Dude, just say that you don't have functional taste buds.
Bro, nobody wants to fucking chew on a fucking stick of butter and that shit hurts your teeth.
Bruh.
Like,
It's cap.
that's no cap. Nobody wants that.
Next week's stream, I'm bringing Butterfingers to the stream.
Yeah, we'll do a candy review next stream.
I want to do a blind taste test where like we blindfold you and like just give you a bunch of candy bars and you like will end up admitting that you like Butterfingers.
No, because I would know what every candy bar is.
Oh, you think you got it like that?
Yeah, bro.
Like blind, you telling the difference between it.
They don't call me Big Joe for no reason.
You coming through like Kit Kat, Crunch, Hershey's, like you know all of them without looking.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you've been trick-or-treating, you should know what each candy tastes like.
I mean, it's been some years though, no?
I mean, yeah, but still the tastes are pretty distinct, and especially if you hold it, yourself. So if somebody's feeding it to you, maybe, but if you hold it, you'll feel the Kit Kat stick or the Snickers bar or the Reese's cup.
Dude, I just realized I got auto-drafted J.D. McKissick on this team. Why do I have 6 running backs?
You're a big 6 running back guy.
Wait, I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh, wait. 6 running backs.
All right, I'm taking my QB2 here. Zach Wilson is still available, but I thought he was going to be gone. So I was going to take Mac Jones with this pick. Do I take Zach or Mac?
I mean,
I have 3 Patriots and 2 Jets.
Who are your Patriots? You got White.
You know what? I'm taking Mackey. I don't care. I'm biased.
You are biased. You've been a big Patriots guy for a long time.
And I guess the thing that also, is a positive with Mac is that he's not going to be 100% owned.
True.
So I am still on board with Mac starting week 1. And honestly, I think it came out today that the Patriots, Bill Belichick has said that Cam Newton is the starter, but they're not going to name a starter just yet now. So I think we got a real quarterback battle on our way in New England. And I don't know. I think Mac he just fits what the Patriots want to do on offense. The Patriots offense with Cam Newton is just so predictable and it's so one-dimensional. I think Mac is just better for that team.
What was your review? I know that you watched all the Mac snaps in the preseason. What were your initial reactions?
Just Brady-like. Just take what the defense gives you. He's not going to wow you, obviously, with his athleticism or his elite arm strength, but he's going to get the ball there. It's going to be accurate. He's going to take what the defense gives him. He's not going to take risks. And honestly, that's what the coaches want in their rookie quarterbacks, coming into the NFL, hard transition. They want their quarterbacks to take care of the ball. So if Matt can do that in practice and training camp and joint practices, they're practicing with the Eagles this week for that game. And Mac had a good practice today. Reportedly had a better practice than Cam Newton. If he can take care of the ball, make the correct reads, make the correct throws, he's gonna be the guy.
Hmm.
And I think that's just the system. Brady made obviously a living, GOAT career out of taking what the defense gives him, never forcing anything, being cautious with the ball, making smart reads, making smart plays, and that's what Mac looked like. So he might not wow you with the Mahomes level throws, but he's not gonna hurt the team if he starts.
Whereas Cam could.
Yes.
Got you.
Or honestly, it's just like, what's the upside with Cam? It's probably lower than the upside with Mac, especially if Mac turns into an elite passer. Because we know at this point in Cam's career, he's never going to be an elite passer. And that's been his knock throughout his entire career in the NFL, is he's never been an elite passer of the football. He's had pretty much one good season in terms of throwing the ball, and that was in 2015 when he won MVP. He threw like 40 touchdowns or whatever. Other than that, he's been subpar, like middle of the road in terms of quarterbacking. Obviously, his upside comes from the ground. He's been one of the best rushing quarterbacks in NFL history. But it made the Patriots offense way too one-dimensional last year. And Tristan watched a lot of Mac Jones college tape, and I was impressed. I think he takes over sooner than later. Cam is so washed. Yep. Yeah. If you've listened to our podcast over the last couple of months, you would hear my transition from Cam is the guy early in the season, like earlier in the year, to all right, Mac Jones might be trash, to all right, we Mac Jones might not be as bad as everybody is saying. Okay, Mac Jones might be good for the Patriots offense, is kind of the timeline that I've gone through and just thinking over it. So I've said it before. I think Mac starts within the first 2 weeks, first 2-3 weeks max, most.
We'll definitely see on that, Joey. Let's take a look at some of these teams here. We got mine, yours, and we definitely got our boy YSYL as well in here.
Yep. So Zeke, Gibson, Najee waited on wide receiver, but I just hammered them. As you could see, 6 straight: Chark, Mooney, Corey Davis, Gabe Davis, Cole, Jacoby. Had to throw Julio in there. So don't mind my team. Got elite quarterback and Josh Allen. Fell past ADP. Got an elite tight end and Mark Andrews past ADP. Jonnu Smith past ADP. Some guy that I'm high on. Stacked both my quarterbacks. Think it's a pretty solid build. And I potentially have like 700 touches out of my running backs. So that's always good when you can get that volume.
Najee Harris at pick 30 has got to be the best pick of the draft just in terms of value. So
yeah. Like I said, when I drafted, I haven't seen that in months, literally months.
My only critique of this team is that personally, if I'm leaving, the first 4 rounds with one wide receiver, I don't think that I'm going quarterback and tight end early. I think I'm probably going one or the other, especially if it's not like a Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews stack per se. Like, I think that I would probably just try and grab some tight end value late. But, still, nonetheless, you have super high upside at every single position. So it works out. You just need some things to break right. Falcons confirmed as first team to be fully vaxxed. That's interesting. Interesting. And Atlanta nonetheless.
Yeah, I could definitely see the concern with that, but ended up, double stacking Josh Allen. So that worked out with, Cole and Gabe Davis. Mark Andrews, he was just 9 picks past ADP. Obviously, could take Gallup or Boyd above him, but I think the positional advantage that Mark gives me right there is better than, taking one of these guys. And still got a player in DJ Chark that I consider to be in the same tier as Gallup, Boyd, Juju, personally. So think it worked out for my team specifically. Like I said, quantity over quality at wide receiver. Just need some things to break right. You know, if Chark elevates into that wide receiver one, I think he can become. Darnell Mooney can elevate into a high end wide receiver 3, low end wide receiver 2. I think Corey Davis still got some solid upside out of these guys. Cole Beasley, like I said, 5 100-yard receiving games last year, more than pretty much 99% of the wide receivers in the NFL last season. So don't mind my team at all, especially when I have 700 touches out of my 3 workhorse running backs potentially. So love that start for me.
Look, some mistakes were made.
I mean,
with my squad.
I mean, let's be real. Whose team is better?
We're about even. My team's probably a little bit better.
That's cap. I got you at quarterback. I got you at tight end, and I got you at running back.
Yeah, but look at all 6 of my running backs, though. They're going to be coming in hot.
JT, Chris Carson, Tony, Kenyon, Xavier Jones, and JD McKissick. I mean,
look, JD McKissick, let's be honest, like I was arguing about Butterfingers and 5 guys during that pick, and I got auto picked, but I'll still take them. Hey, I'll take them 24 picks after 80.
Yeah, but
that's pretty solid value.
But as your RB6 on a build where you should have only taken 4.
Yeah, I mean it's true. I was hoping to get a third tight end with this build. I was looking at getting Donald Parham late, as the hype continues to build around him in LA. But it's a tough scene. I mean, it's a Rams onslaught. I need Stafford to throw for 45 touchdowns for this team to hit. Robert Woods, Van Jefferson, Stafford, and then I feel like the team has upside, especially weekly with the running backs. I've got 2 high-powered stacks, Stafford to Woods, Rodgers to Adams. Like, it could hit. It's just, it's definitely not the optimal build. Not the optimal build at all. Yeah,
so thanks for the $5, Ben. Your team's probably dead. I think my team's alive, though. 2-4-10-2. Got Zeke, Gibson, Najee. God, that's a fucking fantastic start. I was considering going Cooper over Najee, but in terms of game theory, if I'm expecting Zeke to smash, that 1-6 pick, that means he's scoring a lot of touchdowns, he's getting a lot of catches, and that takes away catches and touchdowns from Amari Cooper potentially. So maybe from a season-long perspective, it's fine, because you're just betting on the Cowboys offense in general. But from a weekly perspective, I think the upside is capped on either Zeke or Amari Cooper if I were to take Cooper in the third right there. But I wasn't passing on Najee Harris.
And I mean, the other thing is that you can take Amari Cooper, in picks 29 through 32 in every single draft. Like, your chances of getting Najee Harris at that 30 spot is probably slim to none that'll happen again. For as many puppy 3 entries as you have.
Yep. So was fine. Well, I was fine not taking Cooper because after Cooper, I think is a tier break for me. To Woods, Cup. Tyler Lockett's ADP has gotten outrageous. Jesus Christ. Don't even get me started on Tyler Lockett. Clear cut fade if you have to take him at the 311.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Let's see.
That's ridiculous.
What's double TD's got going on?
He went wide receiver, running back, which I think is fine, especially when you get Diggs and Ridley. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm just not high on J.K. Dobbins personally. You have a running back that you have to draft in the 3rd round that's not going to catch passes, that has split opportunity with Gus Edwards and Lamar Jackson, and get touchdowns vultured by both of those guys as well. Just I think he's a clear-cut fade if you have to take him in the 3rd round.
I agree with that.
You can get J.K. Dobbins in the 7th round with Damian Harris, and then if you want to take that a step further, you can get that in the 12th round with Leonard Fournette. or Ronald Jones in the 9th.
Yeah, like if J.K. Dobbins takes this supposed leap forward as a pass catcher that people are sort of projecting him for, then he's still just an overpriced Miles Sanders.
Like, I'm taking Darrell Henderson. Like, if this is Darrell Henderson instead of J.K. Dobbins, that's an elite start in my opinion. Because Darrell Henderson's ADP, I think, is still too low in the 4th round, and I think he should be somewhere at around here. Like in this 2-3 range, just because of the workhorse potential and pass catching upside with Darrell Henderson. And we've seen it before. Like, he's had ceiling games, and we know he can catch passes. Like, that's in it. That's in his game. And maybe J.K. Dobbins can catch passes too. I mean, I think every running back can, but the opportunity is not going to be there at all.
No, it definitely won't be. I mean, the Ravens threw at the 5th lowest rate. Bottom 5 lowest rate throwing to running backs last season, so I don't see that changing in any way whatsoever.
And they're bottom 3 in pass attempts per game over the last 3 seasons as well. So
that being said, though, I don't want to sound like we're just shitting on this team, because I actually think
I like solid. The team. I just don't like Dobbins. Yeah, we're shitting on Dobbins, not the team. The team is good.
Correct.
The team is good.
I'm looking at the full team. He's got, Tannehill stacked late with Reynolds and Ferkser. Just sort of took the value on Tannehill going insanely late. Picked 130 when his ADP is 109. So like that's the type of thing where it's like you just take the value, even though you don't have AJ Brown or Julio Jones. You take them and then you stack them late, and that's what
Reynolds,
he did.
Ferkser, yep.
So I love that. And then obviously Matt Ryan to Calvin Ridley with Steph Diggs in the mix there is great. And Gage, yep. And those are 2 teams that play each other, if I'm not mistaken, in the fantasy playoffs. So
last week.
Yep. So that's going to be just the potential there in week 17 is insane. So I actually like that team quite a bit. I like it more than my team. No cap.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunate that you got into another draft, but you definitely kind of fumbled the bag with this team. I have it on the screen now. Wide receivers are solid, but I mean, I don't know, Ben.
I'm hating right now.
I don't know. I've just seen better. I've seen better out of you.
I'll take that as a passive compliment, I guess.
Backhanded compliment?
Yeah, I suppose so.
But I think that's all. Solid draft.
Yeah, so we'll definitely be doing another one of these next week. We're ramping up. We're going to be dropping pods left and right. Make sure you guys are subscribed on Apple, Spotify, SoundCloud, Stitcher, Podcast Addict, all that good stuff, as well as the YouTube channel. If you're watching the rewatch, drop a like. We hit 212 subscribers recently. That's dope. A bunch of new videos coming, some from the podcast, some YouTube exclusive. So, definitely sub to it. Appreciate it. Hoping for the pass upside. Hope Ravens pass more. They need to connect. Yeah, I mean, they should. They should definitely pass more. Absolutely. It's just it's will they? It's kind of like the same thing that we think with Russell Wilson. Like, they should pass more. Are they gonna? I don't know.
Who knows?
Look, we appreciate you guys for watching. We'll be back next week. Hopefully the puppy 3 won't already be filled, and if it is, we'll probably be drafting in the puppy 4. So
yeah. Doses.